Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thanks for clicking on today's video. Guys, on today's video I will be telling you guys how I see Africa, that is Cameroon in particular, after living 5 years in the United States of America. So guys, this video is just about like my experiences I've had in America and comparing them with the experiences or how things are done in Cameroon. And I pretty much hope you enjoy this video. And guys, please, if you want to keep seeing my content, please remember to hit on that notification bell, and please guys, make sure you hit on the like button. And before we get into this video guys, if you have not subscribed, please do me that honor of subscribing. So guys, I grew up in Cameroon. That is some people call it West Africa, some people call it part of Central Africa, but all is just it's just that I grew up in Cameroon, guys. And growing up in Cameroon, the way of life and the way things are done in the Western world, they are completely different things. And yes guys, today's video is I'm going to be pouring more light on my experiences that I've gained here for 5 years and how my life was back home. I spent like most of my childhood back home in Africa, let's just say like from 0 to 22 years, because I moved to the States when I was 22. So most part of my early adult life was back in Cameroon. So yes guys, today I'm going to be sharing like my experiences in both part of the world. So guys, let's dive straight into this video. The first thing that I'm going to be talking about is the fact that guys, driving is an important skill that everybody in America ought to have, because if you don't know how to drive guys, you will not be able to get to work, you're not able to catch up with your appointments, you're not able to do anything. And when it comes to driving guys, when I moved to the States, I was so amazed with how orderly people are or how drivers are on the road. For example, like everybody maintains their lane. They have like people maintain the lanes. People have like, you have like zebra crossings. You know that when you get to the zebra crossing, you have to yield for whoever, or for the pedestrians to cross. Guys, like you have like the traffic light, you know, okay fine, once the traffic light turns red, you have to wait. Or if you pass the traffic light when it turns red, you're going to either pay a fine or you might find yourself in an accident. So guys, like the driving in America is very easy and it's very orderly, if I must say, because when it comes to driving, you know that the traffic light, there is a traffic light. Once it turns green, go. Once it's red, you have to wait. Zebra crossing, you have to yield. You know that when there is a school bus that has stopped and is blinking, you have to wait for the students, for the school, for the pupil or students to get off the bus before you proceed. So it is driving in the state is very orderly. But looking at it or comparing it back to Africa or where I come from, guys, like it's chaotic. I don't think I'm ever, like, using my example of my country, Cameroon, I come from, guys, driving in Cameroon is chaotic. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to drive in Cameroon, guys, because like there is no order, there is zero order, guys. It is chaos. You can't differentiate the pedestrians path or lane from like the highway. You can't differentiate nada. Like you have bikes coming in on the wrong lane, you have people driving on the wrong side of the road. There are no traffic lights. Even if we want to have traffic lights, guys, we have traffic lights only in the big cities, like that is in Yaoundé and Douala, and sometimes even they are not even working, so you don't even know which is which. So like anybody can drive, like in Cameroon, like it's just chaotic. And the thing that even bugs me is the fact that back in Cameroon, you don't, most people, so long as you have your money, you don't even need to go sit in class for 2 months to learn the driving. Nope, you don't. So long as you have your money, you can just pay, you get your license, you go to anybody in the neighborhood and they teach you like just the basic skills, and then you get on the road and that's it. Just start causing confusion. Like I don't think like there is no proper way, like there is no proper order on how like driving is done in Cameroon. Like there is that, even if there are road even if we have like road laws or road rules or whatever, however we want to call it, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, nobody follows it in Cameroon. Like sometimes people, even you see cars going to the next lane without even traffic getting, like you're wondering like what is really going on. So it's really it's chaotic driving in Cameroon, guys. Like I don't think I can ever do that. Even though like here here in the States I did like I went to driving school for about a month or two or so. But guys, I'm going to say that it was really effective because like it was in there, like they took you on the road. The first thing you have to do is like you know, like you take like your skills exam, you know, that is like know the road laws, road rules, what you're supposed to respect. Like it's very in-depth. But in Cameroon, it is hard to find people who have successfully gone through the driver's license training to be able to get their license. It's really really difficult. So yes guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comment section if you've experienced like both worlds, if you've experienced the Western world, and like if you come from any other part of the world, pour in, leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And yes guys, we are going to go moving now to the next. So guys, the next point is social life. Social life is like how you interact with people. And guys, like I'm going to tell you for free that America, like the social life is zero, guys. There is no social life. You don't even know what is happening to your next door neighbor. You don't even know your next door neighbor. Sometimes you even say hi to your next door neighbor, and they don't even, sometimes they don't even respond. Like guys, you don't know your neighbor's business. Like it's a lot of individualism. Like it's all about me, it's all about me. You just mind your business. You don't care what is happening to the next person. Like guys, like when I moved here, like it was a huge cultural shock to me because guys, I'm going to get to Cameroon's part, but talking about America, like it was really really hard. That is why like the level of people have like a lot of depression. Like the level of depression in this country is really high, guys, because there is no social life. I'm not gonna lie, like the work life balance in this country is zero, guys. Like it's unlike other countries where you have like days that you can rest. And so here in America, if you're not intentional about creating time to rest, guys, you're going to end up working like a robot, which prevents you from interacting with people. So like guys, like the social life in America is, it's on the scale of zero. There is no social life. Like it's really really hard. Even if you want to create like bond or friendship or bond or yeah, bond or friendship with your neighbors or those around you, guys, it takes quite a period of time. For example, like let's just say if you have a kid, maybe okay, fine. You can just invite your neighbor's kid if your neighbor has a kid, like for a birthday party. And after that, just slowly, it takes time to cultivate friendships here in America. It's not a walk in the park, guys. Like America is pretty lonely, especially for those who don't have family. It is really, really lonely. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that is why, like, when people ask, like, "Oh, why is it that so many? Why is it that the rate of mental health issues is too much, guys? Loneliness and lack of the social life. Like, I think it's the top reason why you see people going through this depression, and most people in this country are suicidal. But that's why I said when I came to this country shocked me, because looking at it from the mirror of like Cameroon, or comparing it to Cameroon where I come from, guys, like it's the complete opposite. Like I can just say it's a complete flip, because look, guys, like in Cameroon, everybody knows everybody's business. Like my neighbor knows my business. I know my neighbor's business. I know almost everybody living in my neighborhood. I know their kids. Sometimes you even know what they had for breakfast, guys. Like it's like the level of communalism in Cameroon. I'm not gonna lie. Like Cameroon is like Kruma's perfect example of communalism, guys, because like we grow, we like we grow together. Like we are each other's keeper. Like I am my neighbor's keeper, and my neighbor is my own keeper, guys. Like we have like these strong relationships that your child, if your child does something wrong, hey, your neighbor has every right to scold that child that, hey, my dear, do this, don't do that instead. And you, the parent, you're going to be like, oh no, that's nice. It's unlike here that everybody minds their business. No, guys, in Cameroon, like everybody's involved. That's why they say back home, like it's a community that raises a child. It takes a community to raise a child. Cameroon is that perfect example. Like if you're going out, you're just gonna leave your child with your neighbor that, hey, can you please look after my baby? And hey, they don't even mind. They're gonna take care of that baby. They're gonna bathe the baby, clothe. They're going to bathe that baby, feed that baby. Sometimes that baby even sleeps over. You can come and take your baby the next morning, and you like, guys, it's so easy. Like the work-life balance is really like, you in Cameroon is a typical community or a typical country, like where you have like the work life balance, because they work from Mondays to Fridays, right? And Saturday and Sundays they interact, they go for meetings, they hang out with people. Like, you see that, you see, the social life in Cameroon is booming, guys. I am not going to lie to you. Like, it is really, really booming. So when I came into this country, like, I was really, really, really shocked. Like, here, if you don't go to church, if you don't go to work, you rarely meet people. You hardly even meet people. So, like, most of the times when I meet people, it's just church and work. There are sometimes that I stay in my house for 1 week and I'm not gonna see anybody. I don't know what is happening outside. Like, if I don't go to work, I'm not going to talk to a soul. I'm telling you, like, I'm not going to talk to a soul. So, like, when I moved into this country, it was really, really strange, because back home, like, even if you don't go to work, man, your neighbor is there, you just go to the next door. Even if you don't have anything to go, you're going to look for an excuse, like you're going to beg sword, and you just go to have a chat with that neighbor. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, the social life in Cameroon is wonderful. It is one, like, guys, it makes me look at Cameroon like a society where, like, the social life there, like, it's really thriving, guys. Like, I don't think it's going to be rare to have, like, a mental health issue. Like, my grandmother lived till 99, no, 97 thereabout. She was fine, like, no mental health issues, nothing. Like, I have rarely in my family, I've rarely experienced anything that has to do with mental health. Like, most of my family members, most of my family members that do, because most of us will get to OH, and I rarely see them, like, going through the stage of dementia, Alzheimer's, and things like that. Guys, we rarely face that, because I'm using the example of my family. So I don't know about you guys, but I always say, keep your thoughts down in the comment section, guys. So, looking at it socially, I think in Cameroon, like, the social life is better off, is best than that in the States. And yeah, guys, because that of the States is a pretty, pretty, pretty lonely social life. So those are my thoughts, or that's what I think about the social life of America, comparing it back to my home country, that is Cameroon. So, guys, we are going to be moving into the next point. And guys, if you have watched till this extent or till this level and you have not smashed on that like button, guys, what are you waiting for? Please hit on that like button. So the next point is looking at it in the, like, business wise, guys. For those who are in the Western world, guys, give me your experience, like, tell me your experience down in the comment section, like, starting up a business, right? Like, because the next point is, like, looking at business in general. Starting up a business, tell me how demanding it is in the USA. Tell me, like, everything you had to go through to be able to own a business in the USA. Guys, I'm going to tell you for free. I'm not going to lie to you. Setting up a business in the USA is hard work. You're going to require a lot of paperwork. Sometimes most of the times you're going to require, like, certificates. You're going to require, like, oh, government has to issue this, you have to do that, you ought to be a citizen, you ought to be a permanent resident. Like, it's just so much that goes into owning a business in the USA. It is not a walk in the park, guys. Like, it is really difficult to own a business, because, for example, let's just say, if you want to become a nail tech, yeah, let me just use, like, a basic example of a nail tech. Becoming a nail tech in America, you ought to have, like, the license showing that, okay, fine, you have done nail tech, you've gone through the school of nail tech, you finally graduated, and you have the license. Okay, you maybe ought to have, like, I don't know what other license you have to have, but after gaining that, you ought to have, like, maybe you're supposed to be a permanent resident or citizen, so to get to rent a space for you to be able to open that business. And maybe you have to take, like, you maybe ought to have, like, other certifications. You maybe also have to take, like, a government permit for that nail salon to be able to run smoothly. Like, guys, it is just a lot that goes into running a business here in the States. I don't know, I mean, like, I don't know about other European countries, but in the States, guys, it is too much. Comparing it back to Cameroon, or looking at the example of Cameroon, set guys, becoming a nail tech in Cameroon is not only a nail tech, like, generally setting up any business in Cameroon is being made, it's easy, guys, because all you just need is your capital. If you have your capital, guys, money stops nonsense. They see, all you need is just to get the space. You get people that are ready to do the job for you. You don't need any background in in nail tech or whatever, you don't need any background. You just have somebody who already has that knowledge of it. They run the space for you. I mean, like, they run the shop for you. You don't need no certifications. You don't need anything. Guys, you don't. It is that easy. I'm telling you. All you need are just your finances. You don't need a lot of paperwork. You don't need all that stress of you don't even you don't go to or you don't go through all the stress of the paperwork. No, you don't. All you just need is your capital, and hey, your business is straight up to go. You are good to go, guys. Like, so comparing it, setting up a business for me in America is more difficult than setting up a business in Cameroon, guys. And yes, as I said, please, for each of these points I keep mentioning, please keep your thoughts down in the comment section. The next point is going to be healthcare. I'm going to talk about healthcare because for you to be able to live healthy and strong, you need a hospital, you need good healthcare and things like that. So I'm going to be talking about healthcare. Guys, when it comes to healthcare, like the Western world, not the Western world, America is known for its quality healthcare, guys. Like, they give you quality care, quality healthcare. You have like the best doctors, you have like good medications, you have equipment, you have material. Like, the doctors have materials, like, you're well taken care of. They are very attentive to your needs. Like, whatever it is you want, they pay attention to your needs and they cater to you to the latter. Like, they take good care. They take good care of you. And guys, most of the times we look at this and I'm like, oh wow, I'm blessed to be in the United States, guys, because like when it comes to their healthcare, they really take, like, they make sure that they follow up like with your healthcare, your healthcare, or is it reminders of your healthcare, like whatever, not whatever. They make sure they follow up with your health to the latter. Like, if you have like any healthcare appointments, if you have any healthcare appointments coming up, guys, they follow you, they follow up, they call you, they make sure they give you a reminder to let you know that, oh, your healthcare appointments coming up, you should be there. Like, all your immunization records, they make sure that you have they make sure you take all your vaccines, all your vaccines, they make sure you are up to date with almost everything concerning your healthcare. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was in this country that I came and I knew my blood, my genotype. I had no idea when it came to my genotype. I had no idea about some health concerns that I had till I moved to this country. So I looked at it. Each time I look at it, and I'm like, God, thank you, I moved to the States. But guys, after saying all this, there is a catch. If you don't have insurance, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, healthcare in the States is really expensive. Even with all this marvelous things, these beautiful things that I've preached, guys, let me bust your bubbles. It is expensive. Healthcare in the United States, it's expensive. They say it's been subsidized, but guys, I don't see this. I don't see it. It's still expensive. If me, who has an insurance, like, oh, me who is covered by insurance, guys, and I still complain that it's expensive, imagine for those who don't have like insurance, imagine how expensive it is for them. So guys, like, with all the glorious things I've said, guys, you need insurance. You really need insurance to be able to get those things, because if you don't, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to get like the quality care that you need. But all in all, I'm not gonna lie, like, they have like quality care. Yeah, they have like quality care. So guys, looking at it to Africa, oh, my beloved Cameroonians, please don't come for me. Don't come for me. So looking at it through the scopes of the lens of Cameroon, guys, so when it comes to healthcare in Cameroon, I'm going to tell you this, the quality of health in Cameroon is very poor, guys. It's very, very poor. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's poor. We have like, most of the times, you have inexperienced staff, shortage in hospital supplies. We don't have like the equipment to be able to help like patients. Like, we are short on everything. Even the care they give you, they don't even give you like any quality care. Sometimes you even explain your things to the doctor, they don't even listen to you. They just go off based of what they think is wrong with you. They don't listen to your complaint. They don't listen, like, to know that, okay, fine, if you're complaining of this, okay, fine, let me give you, no, they just go off based on what they think is wrong with you, and which most of the times they end up not even helping you. you leave the hospital more, you leave the hospital more sick than when you went into the hospital. So that's why I say the quality of health is really, it's not the best, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. um in Cameroon, they are, I'm not going to disregard the fact that they are good private hospitals. They are, but you ought to have like good, ought to have like money. If you have a lot, if you have good money, if you have a lot of money, not good money, if you have money, you're able to get like the best healthcare. And most of this is gotten like in private hospitals, guys. If you want the best healthcare, you need money to be able to get that in Cameroon. Because if you go like to the general hospitals also, nobody has your time. Nobody has your time. Sometimes you even talk to nurses, the way they answer you, they're just so rude. They just shun you. Like, it's terrible, guys. Like, the healthcare system in Cameroon is really, really terrible. I don't know who has had like experience with this in Cameroon, but guys, please remember to leave that down in the comment section. Because like the healthcare system in Cameroon, guys, I don't pray to ever get sick when I go to Cameroon, because I know what it is like back there. And I'm not, I remember when I visited last year and I was sick, and the doctor, when I was having a conversation with the, like, the doctor says, the doctor was telling me they are overworked. And I understand, because, okay, for example, in America, right, the doctor, all he just have to do is appear for his surgery. Somebody gowns him, somebody like hands the instruments to him. But back home, it's different, guys. Like, the doctor is the one that gives anesthesia. The doctor is the one that arrange, that knows, like, most of the times assembles its instruments. So like, it's just so hard, guys. It's going to say that in general the health care system in Cameroon is like, the quality of health in Cameroon is very, very poor, guys. It is very, very poor. And yeah, I believe we can do better. So I believe the healthcare system in Cameroon can do better. So anyways, guys, that is that for that point, and we are going to be moving to the next point. So the next point, or what's next, is education, guys. Education in America is not, it's no child's play, guys. It is no child's play. Education is very expensive. Yes, very expensive. So to be able to successfully go to school in America, guys, it's either you apply for student loan, or by some miracle your parents had saved up money for you, kept money aside for you for your college funds. Because, guys, like, successfully going to school in America is hard. Because, okay, fine, you even get the college funds, I mean, like the college loan, or yeah, is it the college loan? Yeah, college loan. Once you get that college loan, after you are done with college, guys, 6 months after you are done, you ought to start paying that money back. And it is no small money. Sometimes you're supposed to, like, your student loan cost is about 60k, 70k. That is just like an average. Then imagine that those who want to become doctors, those who want to become lawyers also, they end up having like a student loan of about, maybe let's just say $200,000. That is a lot of money. That's much money. So how long are you going to pay that? Sometimes they even leave school, they don't get these jobs, but yet they have student loans that they have to pay up. The educational system in America is messed up. The school fees is too high. Like, when you even get out, you don't even see the jobs that you went to school for. Like, it's hard, guys. I have people that I'm working with that did masters, but all of us are working in the same place, and what we are even doing is not even related to what they studied in school. So, guys, I really don't know, but I mean, you guys can enlighten me down in the comment section. Looking at it, comparing it with Cameroon, guys, education in Cameroon is it's inexpensive, guys. Can you imagine that, going to, like, in the university in Cameroon, just like your first year you pay 50,000? That's just, it's only $100. It's $100 for that academic year. All you just have to do is maybe get, like, pay for your hostel, pay for your books. And so let's just say in that whole year, the highest amount of money you maybe spend is, let's just say 250,000, right? Yeah, let's just say 250,000, including your house rent. Yeah, 250,000. So if you want to compare it to America, like, you just say in America, that is in dollars, that is about $500 for a whole academic year. But that $500, guys, it's not even close, guys. Like, the $500 is so small, like, for an academic year to go to school in America. For example, there were some courses I had to take here in America, guys. Some courses I had to take online. Let's just say, like, for each semester, they're asking me to pay, for one semester I was asked to pay about $4,000 just for one semester. $4,000. If you want to compare it to Cameroon, that's about 2 million just for one semester. For what, guys? Like, you don't even see why you're spending this money. So looking at it, I'm like, the education like in America, it's not just what it like. It's not what it. If you're going to school in America, and it's for me, like I believe that if you're going to school in America, please concentrate, like go to school, like either you are doing IT or you are in the healthcare field. That is the only way you'll be able to see your money. Because if you're doing anything other than that, I doubt it. I mean, like that is disclaimer, that is just my perspective, that is just how I see it. It must not relate to everybody, but because of the way I see this, the way I see the job market in America, the fields that are thriving, you have IT and you have like the healthcare. So if you want to go to school in America, please make sure you go to school in any of those fields, because any other thing, I doubt. I really doubt. I think you're going to be wasting your pennies. You're going to be wasting a lot of your money on I don't know what. But anyways, guys, in general, I'm just gonna say that schooling in America is really expensive. It is really expensive, and as compared to Cameroon, guys, yeah, I think an average person in Cameroon can like get quality education. So yes, guys, that is it for that point. I'm going to be moving to the next point. So looking at the next point is credit, guys. When I moved into the States, guys, that the whole credit thing, like like the credit thing, it shocked me, guys, because like I've not been used. In fact, I wasn't even credit was something that was foreign to me, guys. It was really foreign to me because in Cameroon, when we buy things, we pay everything then and then you pay your cash. If somebody in Cameroon tells you they bought a car for 15 million, oh guys, be best assured to pay all the 15 million at once. Unlike here, guys, if you say you have money in the bank, it's no use. If you don't have credit, if you don't have good credit, you must have good credit, guys. And even when you have like the money, they'll tell you, oh, you can't pay all at once. You have to pay in bits to be able to build your credit. Like it's difficult to pay off your stuff here at once. Like credit has just become like it's a way of life for us who live here in America. Like you cannot do anything without credit. Getting my card were like, oh, if I had better credit, or like what I would have paid would have been less. So they have made it in such a way that almost everybody is bound to own, not bound. I think it's yeah, almost everybody is like bound to have a credit card, or like yeah, you have a credit card, or maybe you're doing something that is going to raise up your like it's going to bring your credit to a good score. Because if you don't have good credit, even when you go to rent a house, they're going to tell you, oh, you don't have good credit, so this that. Like credit is just like it's just the way of life for us who live here. And this is something I wasn't used to, because like guys, in Cameroon you just pay everything upfront. So guys, tell me, what do you think? Like, do you just like to pay off your stuff at once, or you would like to pay in bits? Because here it's paying in bits. I remember when the first time I got something on credit was when I bought my bed, and I remember when I moved into that store to get it, they're like, oh no, we cannot sell it, because it was my bed was, I think, was 1,000 something. They're like, oh, and we're not gonna sell it like that, you have to pay in bits. So I had to do about a down payment of $400, and then it took me about a year to finish that 1,000. So at the end of the day, I'm like, really, is it really worth it? Like, and for that period of a year, you know that like the interest had they made more interest on the $1,000. So I ended up paying close to $2,000 for a bed that initially was supposed to be $1,000. So guys, like the credit thing, I'm still not comfortable with it, but it is like my new reality and I just have to embrace it. So yes, guys, that is what I had for you on this one. I hope you enjoy it, and please remember to leave your thoughts down in the comment section. I mean, like, tell me what you think with everything that I've said so far, and tell me like the places like you don't agree with me on. Like, I want to know your thoughts, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much, so much, so much, so much for listening to me rant. And yeah, guys, see you all on my next one. Bye.